Alright, so under the van again. I need to work. I got to get work done, but if you've been following along, rear diff needs some addressing, so I'm going to show you what's happening here. I've got the passenger wheel up. I'm going to go ahead and move it a little bit so you guys can see how much movement there is here. Okay, that is a quarter. Feels like about a quarter of an inch. See that? We're going to jack up the other tire, and we're going to see what the play is there, and then I'm going to pull the rear cover. Fun, 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 not. Okay, so this is got some glare on the back of the screen. It's hard for me to see. So this is the driver's side. Now this, that's a solid, at least a half of an inch. But that's sliding out. All right. And in case you don't know, that's not good. It's not normal. I found a 4x4 shop down in Bellflower. The guy's name's Ken. Talked to him this morning. So I'm going to pull this cover now. I'm going to drain the fluid and see what we can eyeball in there. Alright, so this is a 1/4 inch. Yeah, I thought it would be metric, but it's not. Oh, that thing's really on there. I'm going to have to put a pipe on that or something. Alright. Yeah, let's do that. Make it easier for ourselves. Hang on. I'm doing this with gloves on, so it's not working. Alright, let's give this a shot. See if it works. Dave gave me this pipe last time I was over at his place. Gosh darn it. Nothing about this is going to be easy, I can tell you right now. And all this is pulling a cover. There we go. So as you're seeing here, this is a drain plug and this perfect launch cover. First time using it. Oof. Man, that is really... Oh boy. So there's definitely metal filings on the end of this here. You guys could probably see that, which bothers me a little bit. And this fluid, you tell me, is it supposed to be that dark? I don't know. So we'll wait for that to drain out. Boy, that is like molasses. Now there is an additive for the posi traction in this. It's got a silvery tone to it. I'm hoping for the best here, but we'll find out soon enough. Alright, just a heads up with this. These are actually 1/2 inch bolts. I suppose a 13 could work, but there's a little bit too much slop in this socket. Anyway, I'm going to pull these, and I'm sure that there is a something with the gasket holding everything on there. But just want to give you guys an eyeball on that. I suppose some metal filings are normal, but I'm a little concerned. But I'm going to go ahead and pull the rest of these, and you'll see how it goes. All right, so I just got the bolts out, and I tapped it right here. Cover's coming off. Let's see what it looks like. All right. Nothing just fell out, so I guess that seems okay. All right. Now, as you guys know, I really don't know what I'm looking at here, and the wheels are on the ground at the moment, so. But no broken gears from what I can see here, which is good. Go ahead and wipe this out and see what I can see, and then I'll be back to you in a moment. I reached in with this rag on the bottom, and there's a C-clip. So definitely the C-clips have fallen out. I don't know why that would happen. That's serious. So let's see what else we could pull out of here. Okay, well, feels like that was it. So one of the C-clips for sure came out. That's crazy. I really did not expect that. Now, I'm not finding any metal in there, no broken teeth or anything, it doesn't feel like. So that's, I suppose that's a good thing. I don't know. I'm going to have to, keep cleaning this out. I hope you guys can see what's going on here. So I'm going to wipe all this out and probably jack it up and try spinning the tires and, have the camera running while I do that, right? So that, let's try to get that up out of the way there. That's not going to stay, but okay. And then we'll see what to do next here. If all it is replacing C-clips and everything else here is good, I'll be very happy. But I'm guessing that, I know they didn't replace the axles. Pretty certain these are the factory axles in here. And so I'm thinking that maybe there was enough wear to where the C-clip just kind of came out. And maybe all I've got to do is put them back in, or there's an upgrade with chromoly axles. They're not cheap, but I'm thinking that might be the way to go. Get them in there and then make it all happen. So let's set the camera up so it's looking here. Oh, look at this. Is there something in there? No, that's just, it's not metal. Okay, that's good. So what I'll do is I'll spin it with the camera looking at the gears, and then I'll review the film or the picture or whatever the heck I'm trying to say here. So let's get on to that. All right, I'm going to rotate the wheel and then review the video. Let's push this in a little bit. Okay. Actually, I can see it from here. Fortunately, I don't see any busted teeth, so that's a good thing. Very good thing. I'll leave that wet side there so I can wipe it down. Let's rotate the other direction. Yeah, all right. You see, you can't see it because, well, let's do that on a wider angle for you. If it'll let me. Let's get it back here. Maybe you guys can see both wheels turning at the same time, so you understand. Now, if this is your normal rear end, only one of these wheels I think will be turning. So. All right, I'm going to wipe that up. Eyeball things, but I'm feeling pretty good. So, next thing is a couple phone calls. I'll call this guy over at the 4x4 shop. I'm going to call Sergio down at Driveshaft Pros. So I'm on the fence there. I'm thinking about bringing it down to Sergio because I really like him and I'd like to toss him to business, and I think it'd be something easy enough for him to do. But I like the idea of going to the 4x4 joint. It's called Performance 4x4 something. I wrote it down somewhere, I apologize, but if I go there, you guys will know all about it. I like the idea of going there because he's a 4x4 dude. And with all the stuff I'm doing, I feel pretty good that any of the suggestions he's going to give me are going to be in line with what I'm doing with the vehicle. So, you know, George, if you're watching, you know, you guys might know George Caruso's Extreme Outback Products. George his company makes the best onboard air system. So if you want to run air tools, or for most of you just want to air your tires up and down, he has the most efficient, most powerful system, I believe, out there. It's military grade. Anyhow, George is one of the guys that's been giving me a lot of really good information on you know, he saw what I was doing and he was saying, I was smart, that was good, this was good. And he's giving me some other ideas that all seem like they make sense. You know, nobody's right about everything. But this other 4x4 guy might help me out too, even with the way I have this thing sprung, you know, with my suspension and everything. So I welcome that from somebody who actually knows what they're talking about. But I feel like, from what I can see, all it was the C-clip fell out. And it doesn't seem like there's any real damage in there other than that. Which means, technically, they should be able to just put a C-clamp in there. They might be able to put a fatter one in, and that might just solve my troubles. But we'll weigh it out. You know, I'll have to see what these guys say. I'm not going to remove these axles. It's beyond my pay grade at this point in time, and there's still half a day of time left here. I can get some woodworking done today. But I have peace of mind to a large extent because there wasn't any big metal chunks and doesn't look like anything in there is shot. So that's where we're at, man. I mean, I'm still not stoked, right? But we might have dodged a bullet here, hopefully. So we'll see. If I need the new axles, they're not cheap. Sergio told me they were over $300 a pop. I was on the phone with Dave earlier. He looked at factory spec axles, which are like, I forget what he said. It was just hardened steel from Rock Auto, and they were over $300 a pop, I believe. So I don't know, man. But if you know where I can get these things, let me know. I'm sure that the Performance 4x4 guy can. He'll know. He's got parts suppliers as well. And whatever happens from here on out, I'll fill you guys in on the next video. Thanks again for being here. Be good to one another. And let's have some positive vibes, man. Because I could use it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Okay, so I ended the video too, so I just wanted to show you right here. You can see the end of the axle with the groove right there, right in the center of the frame. You can see the center pin, and then just to the left of that's the end of the axle, and you can see the splines right there coming in, I think. It doesn't want to focus for me. But the C-clamp is right here. This is what fell out. I found that in the bottom. You can see some wear on this. And so this thing here, it was supposed to slide over right in there. I got a light here. It's almost impossible to do this, but it's supposed to slide over the groove that you see right in there. And that just fell out for some reason. But again, everything else looks really good in here. All the gearing is good, no broken parts. And so I just got to figure that out. It might be something I can do on my own, I suppose, if I don't have to take everything apart. If this all has to come apart, then I'm definitely bringing it somewhere and paying somebody to do that. Because I got to get to work. I mean, I've lost a whole day here so far. It wasn't all this. Mostly it was on the phone. Long distance with friends back in Jersey, talking about other things. But I feel good about this. So it'll get sorted. And now I'm going to say goodbye. George is on the phone talking to a guy. He says there's blocks that belong in here. I don't see how you'd attach them. But everybody's trying to help me out. And I really appreciate it, fellas. So I won't call to have it towed yet. I just sent pictures to the 4x4 joint. I'll talk to him at some point too. But I feel like this will be a relatively simple thing to fix and not be an astronomical cost. The end of this doesn't look worn to me at all. So there's a little, I can feel, I can't show you because I don't have a light. I can't do the light and get my finger in there at the same time, but when well, I can't. I can feel my finger, a burr on that flange, on the right side, inner side, next to the groove of the flange in there. Probably from the wear of the C-clip, I guess. Something wore enough to where that thing just fell out of there. So again, you know, you're seeing it right there. It's hard to get it to focus. Let's see here. There we go. So that's the end of your axle. It's hard. I'm sorry. I apologize. It's a thing. Anyhow, you guys have a good day. I'm sure you're all having a better day than me because you're not sitting underneath your Astro van staring at an open diff figuring this crap out. Yeah. Okay, we're still here. One last thing. I pried on this and this and this and this, trying to move this side to side. This thing is locked solid in place. So the spacing in here is incorrect, which makes me and other people feel like they put the wrong unit in here to work. These are the factory axles. Because you guys know how this works. You're supposed to push that axle in, put the C-clip in, pull it out, and then get the center link in. But right now, I can actually fit the C-clip onto the end of that axle, and that's not the way it's supposed to be. And again, there's no slop in here with any of this. So it seems like they might have just put the wrong unit in this rear end. We'll find out. I'm going to tow it tomorrow to Performance 4-Wheel, and I'll keep you